Police in New York arrest a woman accused of stabbing a tourist as she changed her baby's diaper at Macy's Herald Square. Investigators are calling it an unprovoked attack. Police say the suspect stabbed a California mother in the back and arm inside of Macy's bathroom Thursday. The mom is expected to fully recover. Her 10-month-old daughter was not hurt. Police say the woman's husband and her two older children were right outside the bathroom when the attack happened. The suspect, who is believed to be homeless, is facing several serious charges, including attempted murder. According to police, the attack occurred Thursday inside a women's bathroom at Macy's Herald Square, a wellness-focused area within the iconic department store. A California mother was inside the restroom changing the diaper of her 10-month-old daughter when she was suddenly assaulted from behind. Authorities say the suspect stabbed the woman in the back and arm without warning. The victim's husband and the couple's two older children were reportedly waiting just outside the bathroom when the stabbing took place. Within moments, a routine family shopping stop transformed into chaos, panic, and fear. Shoppers and staff alerted authorities, and emergency responders rushed to the scene. Despite the severity of the incident, police confirmed that the baby was not injured. The mother was transported to a hospital, treated for her wounds, and is expected to make a full recovery, an outcome many have described as fortunate, given the potentially fatal nature of the attack. Officers from the New York Police Department responded quickly and took a woman into custody at the scene. The suspect, who police believe is homeless, now faces several serious charges, including attempted murder. Law enforcement officials emphasize that there was no prior interaction between the victim and the suspect, reinforcing the conclusion that the stabbing was unprovoked. Investigators are continuing to review surveillance footage and witness statements as part of the ongoing case. The swift arrest likely prevented further harm, but for many New Yorkers and visitors alike, the fact that such violence could erupt in a heavily trafficked retail space has been deeply unsettling. While the physical wounds are expected to heal, the psychological impact on the family may linger far longer. Being attacked while caring for an infant is a deeply traumatic experience, and the presence of the victim's husband and children just outside the bathroom adds another layer of emotional distress. Experts note that victims of random violence often experience anxiety, hypervigilance, and post-traumatic stress, particularly when the attack occurs in a place normally considered safe. For the children who were nearby, the incident may forever alter their sense of security in public spaces. Community members and advocates have expressed sympathy for the family, praising their resilience while calling for broader conversations about how to prevent such incidents in the future. The attack took place inside Macy's, one of the most recognizable retail brands in the United States. The store, located in New York City, draws millions of visitors each year, including tourists from around the world. Large department stores often function as semi-public spaces, privately owned but open to the general public, making them uniquely challenging environments to secure. Restrooms, in particular, can be difficult to monitor without compromising privacy. Following the incident, questions have arisen about security measures, staffing, and how retailers can better protect shoppers without creating an atmosphere of surveillance or fear. While there is no indication that Macy's failed to follow existing protocols, the stabbing has reignited debate over what additional precautions might be necessary in high-trafficked locations. Police have indicated that the suspect is believed to be homeless, a detail that has drawn attention to the complex intersection of homelessness, mental health, and public safety. Advocates caution against drawing simplistic conclusions, emphasizing that the vast majority of unhoused individuals are not violent and are far more likely to be victims than perpetrators. At the same time, incidents like this highlight gaps in mental health care and social services. Random, unprovoked attacks are often linked, though not exclusively, to untreated mental illness. Without adequate intervention, individuals in crisis can pose a danger to themselves and others. City officials and advocacy groups alike have called for expanded access to mental health treatment, crisis intervention teams, and supportive housing as long-term solutions that address root causes rather than symptoms. The attack is particularly troubling for tourists who expect major retail destinations to be safe. New York City remains one of the most visited cities in the world, and its reputation for safety is critical to its economy and global image. While statistics show that violent crime in many parts of the city has fluctuated in recent years, high-profile incidents like this can shape public perception more powerfully than numbers alone. For families traveling with young children, the randomness of the attack is especially alarming. City leaders often stress that New York remains safe overall, but they also acknowledge that even isolated incidents demand serious attention, transparency, and action. The suspect is now facing the criminal justice system, with attempted murder among the charges. Prosecutors will need to establish intent and mental state, factors that could significantly influence how the case proceeds. If mental illness is found to be a contributing factor, the case may raise difficult questions about competency, treatment versus incarceration, and how the justice system handles defendants with serious psychiatric needs. For the victim and her family, the legal process may bring a measure of accountability, but it cannot undo the trauma of the experience. Support services, counseling, and time will all play roles in their recovery. News of the stabbing has prompted an outpouring of concern and reflection among New Yorkers. Many have expressed shock that such violence could occur in a setting associated with shopping, families, and everyday life. Others have pointed to the incident as a reminder of the fragility of safety in large cities and the importance of compassion paired with effective public policy. Balancing enforcement, mental health care, and social support remains one of the city's most pressing challenges. The attack at Macy's Herald Square stands as a stark reminder that unprovoked violence can occur anywhere, even in places designed for comfort and care. While the mother's expected recovery and the baby's safety offer some relief, the incident leaves behind difficult questions about prevention, preparedness, and responsibility. As the investigation continues, the focus remains on healing for the victims and accountability for the suspect. For the rest of the city, and for visitors watching from afar, the incident serves as a sobering call to confront the underlying issues that allow such moments of violence to erupt, seemingly without warning, in the heart of everyday life.